with the Gettysburg trip, I think probably the best thing to do is just get a price for just the people to go with the motel room, that's it.
Okay, no meals.
No meals or nothing like that.
That price
And then
included,
one nice
one
dinner.
night. It was a nice dinner at a haunted hotel. It was nice. It was
Let's
like
just do it where it's just the price of the motel room, you know, how much it costs for you to stay there, and then everything else will be optional.
What's it have to include gas?
Well, no, gas will work out with whoever the driver. We're
That time
carpooling.
it didn't work last time, remember?
No, that's because we did it the other way, where we took the money. So,
You took the money when you went to ahead of time, Louisville,
yep, for gas.
and then cheese.
And then, yeah. So, like I said,
How long of a trip was
That one was 3 days.
3 days. Let's try to keep it like 3 to 4 days, like a weekend type thing. Do it like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back Sunday night.
It is a 10-hour drive,
Yeah, it's a long drive.
and it's really close to Washington, D.C.
Right. That's what I say we do. Just get the price of just the motel room. Everything else will be optional, so just bring enough money to eat on and stuff like that, or you're going to be starving. So.
But we'll probably.
And that should keep the cost down low too.
We'll probably
You know.
We won't see stars.
Cheetos or something.
Dude.
Okay, everybody dues. Nobody here dues or dues, so that doesn't
Cheetos
matter.
and Doritos are actually not a food group.
I live with Doritos.
I know.
They're great. Next up, another trip that we got coming up is Willard Library. That's down in Evansville, Indiana. If you guys do any searches on the internet about ghost cams, that's going to be the big one that comes up. Ghost Hunter's been there. All the major groups have been in there doing hunts and stuff. To get into Willard Library to do a ghost hunt right now is a 5-year wait. We've been on the list for 3 years now to get in.
We got lucky.
They do 1 ghost hunt a year. They allow 2 groups to come in at a time to do a ghost hunt. And it's an overnight hunt. So this is going to be a big group for us. I don't know how many people we can take or anything like that. We're going to get the numbers. They don't even know what date it's going to be yet. We know it's going to be in October. That's all we know.
The only reason we got in is because another group dissolved,
Right.
and so we got bumped up. We would have had to wait another 2 years, but another group dissolved and decided to cancel, so we got bumped.
We got moved up.
What's
We will
on
be
the ghost
going
camp?
with the other groups are going with us. We're going to have Hope Paranormal going with us and Proof Positive. Or Proof
Proof
Paranormal.
Positive
No,
is
Proof
gonna be there?
Paranormal. Proof
I
Paranormal.
didn't know they were going to be there.
Yeah, the group from Indy.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
That's 3 groups, isn't it? Or
Yeah, well, we're with Hope. We get half, she gets half. That's how it goes.
she ends up in half, don't be surprised.
So that's the big one coming up. Be ready for that. Like I said, I don't know how they're going to work out. I don't know if they're going to wait till like the week before and let us know or what.
Oh,
I'm hoping
that
that we get a
sucks.
couple of months' notice. So
What was on the ghost camp for them? I know there's something on there, but I've never seen
the
it.
Gray Lady is supposed to be on there.
They found her?
They got 3 cams. They got one in the basement area, they got one in the children's room, and they got one in the main research area. And a lot of times what you can do is you turn on the ghost cam and it's a live action feed of the camera right in the library 24 hours a day. And you can sit there for hours at a time and watch it and try to find the Gray Lady. You can pause it, take screenshots and stuff like that, and then post them on the website if you find her.
What I didn't understand is the ghost in the Ghostbusters was based on her, that very first ghost that you see. The very, like the first movie, the first ghost in the library, you know, where he's the
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was based on the Great
Based on
Lady.
the Great
That's
Lady.
where they got that idea.
I thought they were in Chicago.
Well, they were in
They
New
were.
York City,
They were in
but
New
they
York.
just took the idea.
They just took the
from-
idea, but it's based off that.
Off of her.
Next up. Possible going out doing a UFO night. I know a lot of people in the group's been interested in the UFOs and other phenomenon. We are considered paranormal. That covers everything outside of the normal. So, you know, that's Bigfoot, that's ghosts, that's EVP.
Bigfoot doesn't live around here.
Well, Michigan, maybe. Do it like a remote
Chupacabra,
viewing,
whatever.
everything. Yeah, I mean, that covers everything. So anything that we can do, we're going to try to do. We're going to try to set this up, especially when it gets warmer out. What I was thinking is maybe do like Potato Creek or something, go there. Because I know we had a lot of fun last time we went to Potato Creek. We'll do like a cookout or something there. Everybody bring something. Then just spend the, we can do a ghost hunt there. They got that little cemetery there. Do some ghost hunting and stuff. Then just camp out and, see if we see anything up in the sky.
Make s'mores.
Yeah, forest is good.
Make some s'mores.
I got a few.
I'll bring hot dog buns instead of hamburger buns this time.
Don't get them mixed up.
We had a party and I accidentally brought hamburger buns and I should have brought hot dog buns, so everybody was like, you know what? It's food and there are people in Ethiopia who don't shut up and eat
So
it.
send it to them.
I was being mad. Shut up.
I believe it was in October, we had a test that we did, the Anna experiment. We were gonna be doing a lot more experience, other paranormal stuff.
You have a lot of experience on Anna.
Of course. Okay, for the people that don't know what the experiment was, there is an old song written in the 1930s, 1940s. It's called Gloomy Sunday. They consider it the Hungarian suicide song. Supposedly, the people that heard the song, it made them want to commit suicide. So as soon as I read the story, Anna popped in my head. She's the most expendable person in our group. Nobody likes her anyway.
Well,
Hi,
her
Anna.
parents kind of like her.
Not really, tolerate her, I think.
Yeah.
But, so I made her a copy of the song. It was actually a different version. It wasn't the original version of the song. It was a different one made for TV. Gave her the thing and asked her to listen to it every couple of days, write down any experiences that she had, keep kind of a diary of it. Nothing she came close to it. There was actually a subliminal message included into the song. What it was is that back in the 1998, I want to say, one of the Simpsons' Treehouse of Terrors featured that song. And what they did for the commercial is they did a subliminal advertisement that said, watch the Simpsons Tuesday night at this time. So that was actually underlaid inside the song. Nobody got it, nobody picked it up. I believe her and Jeff both did the experiment.
Nobody ever. How did you know that it was in there?
Because you could filter it out using your Audacity. You could go to the different channels, and it's a different channel, and that's all it said in the song. It said it 4 or 5 times. Watch the Simpsons Tuesday night at 8 o'clock or whatever on that channel.
Yeah, and how many people watch The Simpsons? Yeah.
Like I said, the experiment didn't seem to work, but it's something we're going to try out. We're going to try more stuff like that. I think the next one we're going to do is like a remote viewing one.
She didn't kill herself, but she's a huge Simpson fan now.
No, if you read it, she wants to eat raw meat now.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, she's eating raw bacon or something. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm wanting to
understand.
howl at the moon.
Well,
But she's weird anyway.
She's probably the one that killed the sheep
Could be.
at her parents' farm. She blamed it on dogs. It was Anna. This shit.
No, I never thought of that. That could be
She
true.
should let him in. And then the other kid's like, anybody with a shotgun want to come over and watch my farm?
Yeah, spend the night in my barn in the middle of winter? No, thank you.
No.
Ugh.
They have a farm with a lot of animals, and some of their sheep were killed
Yeah, they
by
got
dogs or
something,
coyotes or
yeah.
something. So Becky was like, I'll give you a shotgun if you want to sit and feed. I would have done it if he would have let me beat the horses. He's like, horses can beat coyotes to her. Or with the sheep.
But yeah, I think the next experiment we're going to try is like a remote viewing type thing. I think we'll get 5 or 6 photos, put them in an envelope, have somebody blindly choose one,
No, I thought you were
and then we'll have everybody try to remote view it, see what it is, if we get any hits or anything. There is a spot online, I forget what it was, Ghostly Talk did it with them, remote viewing project.
Okay.
Yeah, Ghostly Talk did it with them. I see if I can get a hold of them and find out what their criteria is and the exact way we gotta do it. And we'll do it just like that. This is Jeff, he's our PR guy.
Hi,
We like him. What was the name of the group that you called, the news agency? What one was it?
WSBT.
WSBT, okay. And who was coming out, weather guy?
Andrew Sweeney will be the one that runs it.
The weather guy.
I don't know, whatever.
He is a weekend meteorologist.
I got your phone call today, I just was in here, I'm busy.
Yeah, I've been trying to call you for 2 days.
Yeah, I only got one.
I showed our
That's
experiments.
because your
in
phone was
Ireland.
off.
Oh.
Whose phone?
That's the first thing I do when I get home, I click that phone off. I got Andy and Todd and everybody calling me. I don't want to talk to nobody, I don't like nobody.
Well, that's because you look at their number, and if it's someone you don't want to talk to,
But if I'm
that's
asleep and it goes off, then I gotta wake up, find it, find
the
my glasses.
wonder of caller ID.
We bigger sometimes.
Because what if it's me?
Okay,
That's
another
not
thing. Going back, I know we talked a little bit when we first got here about our group and our members and stuff like that. I wanted to explain a few things that we do here. One of the things we do is called a ghost hunt, which is open to the public. Anybody can attend it. Like I said, the first ghost hunt you go on is completely free. See what we do, stuff like that. They're more laid back, they're more, we have a good time, we joke around, stuff like that. They're not as serious. We also do something called an investigation. An investigation is normally when we go into people's homes, businesses, private residents, stuff like that. To be eligible to go on one of them, you have to go through ghost hunting training. It's basically just common sense stuff. We sit here, we talk about it, we go over everything for you. Once you're a member of our group, we set one of them up. We try to do it at least once or twice a year. The bag keys are the ones that's in charge of that. We have a whole lesson plan planned out for it.
Yeah,
Like I said,
slideshow.
yeah, even a slideshow and everything. It's real nice, top class. But like I said, it's just you know, basic common sense stuff to go over. Once you've been through that, then you're eligible for any investigations we do.